Hello everyone, my name is Navya and the video report is about waveform generation and MATLAB GUI. We study some elementary functions or signals in this waveform generation. We study these functions because they are used to represent some more complicated signals, and this representation helps us in the analysis and design of linear systems. So first let us see step and rectangular functions. First of all, step and rectangular functions look like uh, for set function, it is 0 for x less than 0 and it is 1 for x greater than 0. And for rectangular pulse function, it looks like a rectangular pulse, and it is 0 for some range and it is 5 for some range and it is 0 for the else range. Now let us see the code. If we see the code for unit step function, I took a range of x from minus 20 to 20 and a is equals to 1, and I took y is equals to a product x greater than 0. That is, x greater than 0 is a logical operation that it gives 1 for x greater than 0 and 0 for x less than 0. So we get the graph. And for rectangular pulse function, I took x is equals to minus 20 to 20 and I took the equation y is equals to a product x greater than minus 10 minus b product x greater than 10. That is, if you see the graph, it is 0 for minus 20 to minus 10. So because these two logical operations gives 0 for minus 20 to 10 and x greater than 10, both logical operations gives 1. So 5 minus 5 is 0, and for x range between minus 10 to 10, x greater than minus 10 gives 1 and x greater than 10 gives 0. So 5 minus 5, 1, 5 minus 0, 5. Now let us see signum and ramp functions. First of all, signum and ramp functions look like this is the signum function. It is minus 1 for x less than 0 and it is 1 if x is positive and it is 0 if x is 0. And for the ramp function, if x is negative, it is 0, and if x is positive, it is that number, that is y is equals to x. So when we see the code, I took the equation y is equals to a product x greater than or equals to 0 plus b product x less than or equals to 0. So when x is greater than 0, this logical operation gives 1 and this gives 0. So we get 1, and x is for x less than 0, similarly we get minus 1. And let us see the ramp function. For x less than 0, it is 0. So I took y is equals to x product x greater than 0. So for x greater than 0, it is 1. 1 multiplied by x, that is x. So and x less than 0 is 0. And next let us see sine and exponential functions. As we know, sine and exponential functions look this way. Now let us see the code. For sine function, I took the frequency as 1 by 10 and I took the equation y is equals to sine 2 pi of x, that is sine omega x. And for exponential function, take y is equals to exponent of x so that we get the graph. Next let us see the impulse function. For impulse function, it looks like see, it is 0 for all the values except x is equals to 0. It is 1 at x equals to 0, like an impulse. So I took the equation y is equals to a product x is equal to 0. That is, comparing the value of x with 0. So when x is equal to 0, it gives 1. So 1 multiplied by 1, 0, and elsewhere it is 0. Next, let us see the waveforms. First of all, a waveform is that first of all, a waveform is an image that represents an audio signal or recording. First, let us see the sawtooth waveform. The sawtooth waveform is like the wave ramp upward and then sharply drops. Let us see the graph how it is. Uh, it ramps here upward and then sharply drops down. Let us see the code. I took the equation y is equals to mod of x comma 3 divided by 3 into 2 minus 1. Mod of x comma 3 here represents the remainder when x is divided by 3. So when we plot this graph, we can get the sawtooth wave. Now let us see the pulse function. The pulse function look like this. Here I took the pulse waveform with period of t and pulse with t by 4. So when let t is equals to 2. So the fundamental period is 2 and pulse width is 2 by 4, 1 by 2. I took the range of x from 0 to 10, and if we see the graph, we got like this. I took here a pulse function in a for loop. First let us take n is equals to 0. For if n is equals to 0, x is equals to 0 gives 0. So we got x is equals to 0, 0. And when x is greater than n plus zero point 0.5, that is x is greater than 0.5 and x is less than 1. So it is 1. So it is 1 for x is 0.5 to 1. And when x is greater than 1 and x is less than 1.25, it is 0 again. And when x is greater than 1.25 and x is less than n plus 2, it is minus 1. Next, let us see the square waveform. It is similar to pulse. In the pulse we get rectangular graphs. In the square we get squares. So this is the code for, again I used for loop and similar equations in as in pulse waveform. Let us see the sinusoidal waveform. See, I took the time period here 0.001, that is frequency is equals to 1000 Hz, and I took the equation y is equals to sine of 2 pi f into t, that is sine omega t. So if we run this function, we get the sinusoidal function. And let us see the addition of three sinusoidal waves with different frequencies, that is equals to 100, 250, 500, and amplitudes 1, 0 and 0.75 and 0.5. And I took y is equals to sum of these three sine waves. So when we run the graph, it looks like this. And if we see for the multiplication of sine waves, similar to the addition of sine waves, but we use here dot star operator, that is elementized multiplication. And if we see the graph, it comes like in this way. Now let us see the MATLAB GUI. If we want to view the MATLAB GUI, we can use App Designer or Guide. I am using Guide now. Yeah, if you open this guide, here I am going to open existing GUI as I already created. So I am going to basic GUI. See here, I created an access pop-up menu and a panel. There are many options. We can select what we want. If we run this GUI, we get the graph and pop-up menu. Here we can select any function so that we can view the MATLAB GUI. Thank you.